So the other nice thing about this prop, it's got a good brake on it. So when you're coming back in and landing short, you push that prop all the way forward. And you don't want to do it when you got a bunch of manifold pressure on it. It's like brakes in the air. It's really awesome. But it allows me to slow down to slower landing speeds. And then you add a little bit of power to it when you're coming in, and if you got a little bit of wind, you can hover taxi.
Wow.
It's almost like a helicopter. It's amazing.
So this is a constant speed prop.
It is constant speed.
It doesn't look like a typical constant speed prop hub.
No, we thought that we've got a spinner for it, but everybody likes the raw form and thinks it fits better with the airplane, so we just haven't put it on. And so, but I've been really impressed with the workmanship, and it pulls like a tractor. It's just amazing. So.
Now, does Cato make the hub too, or just the blades?
No, Macaulay made the hub.
Okay, so that's what I thought.
So, and then of course, since we're in landing configuration, you have to have something to kind of hold that tail down.
Yeah,
So
that's what I want to know.
yeah, well, it's a little secret sauce. So my friend Don and Ron Wade come up with an invention. They're pretty good inventors, and so they helped me assemble this airplane. And Ron's scratching his head a little bit. And I got it. And so I'd brought the airplane back to Tulsa, and Ron shows up like a couple weeks later, and they put this little, come on over here and I'll show you. So, there's a lot of guys, they've messed with pumping water and so, but pumping water, it's too slow. You gotta have something that. Now this airplane has enough power that if you had extra weight in the back, and it's fine. So Ron took his he took his garage door opener down for me, and made it a garage door rail, and it's got resistors in it. So I just plug it into a cannon plug over there and hit a switch on my dash, and I'm running about 40 pounds of weights on it, lead weights. And then I don't have them in here right now, but you hit that switch, 2.8 seconds, it's in the back. And then when you're ready to take off, you hit it again, and it comes back to the front. All driven by our friends at DeWalt. And no, DeWalt, you're not a paid sponsor of mine yet, but anyway. But yeah, it was just, and that's one of the things I get such a kick out of. There's guys out there that work with this stuff, and they can think of more great ideas for stuff. It's like, oh, no problem. Give me a couple hours and I'll have it put in for you, And that's the kind of people I've worked with on this airplane.
Well, what I get a kick out of is people like you that make things happen. You come up with an idea and nothing gets in your way.
I'm a great delegator, but I'm a believer in my business and my life of wrapping yourself around great people and let them do what they do best.
Well,
and that's what happened on this airplane.
And I think you're one of those great people, and I know John and everybody at the ArkanSTOL is great to have you on board, and just awesome to have you and something like this represented with ArkanSTOL. And I'm just proud as I can be to be part of the ArkanSTOL and just even be friends with y'all. So, and as I've mentioned many times, and this is sincere as they can be, I thank you for having me on board. And my little sign company, Fast Signs, we don't do much, but I'm glad to be able to fly.
I think we're getting overtaken by the air show.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm glad to be able to fly in the competition, and it's a blast. It's a family event. It's friendly. It's good camping. It's good people, good friends, and good fun. So flying is awesome.
Yeah. Even if you're a spectator or whatever, everybody has fun.
Yeah. It's awesome to watch too.
Thanks, guys.
There we go.
All right, there you go. You heard it from Levi. You heard it from Greg.
One of the two is more reliable than the other. I won't tell you which one, but come to ArkanSTOL and judge for yourself.